Alright guys, what's going on? We've got War 4 of Season 48. A little bit late, but at least I'm uploading. It's going to be Bishop, Sunspot, and Professor X bans. We haven't seen a Professor X ban yet. We do use him, but I feel like that is a ban that's going to be more common next season. I feel like the first season of a meta, you usually want to ban the champions that cover the most ground the most easily. And that's why everyone's been banning Kushala. So yeah, Kushala's gonna be running free this war. And my team is gonna be Colossus, Omega Red for synergy, and Odin. I'm bringing Odin for Path 8 and Section 2 for Rich Get Richer, and also for a hazard shift fight that I'm taking. And there are like 3 fights in this war that didn't record, so I'll kind of go over those as we get there. So I'm going to be starting off on Path 7 here, and my first fight is going to be an Agent Venom. He's ascended in rank 5. He's an okay defender in this meta, but there aren't a lot of great nodes for him. This is probably one of the better places to put him. And basically, for this fight, I'm just going to start out hitting block a few times. I'm running a regen boost in case like I parry him or something like that, so it won't be the end of the world. And I think I am going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to build up like 1 prowess, 2 prowess. Got a little unlucky there. He had like a 30% chance to purify. But now I've got my prowess. I'm just gonna keep parrying, and then I'm just gonna start hitting him. And, you know, generally with Colossus you want to do like a lot of parry heavy. But I don't always do that. Sometimes you can't maintain your space like that. His damage with the Omega Red synergy is fine without all of that. And so yeah, this next fight here is going to be Jabari. She's a little bit more difficult. Her cleanse timer kind of lines up perfectly with the damage reflection coming back. So you'll see that I'm basically just parrying her. I'm trying to do the same thing I did with Agent Venom, but she's more aggressive. So I'm going to hit her just to maintain some space. You can see now she has the damage reflection. I'm going to parry to build up my prowess here. And as soon as the damage reflection goes away, she's going to cleanse again. Totally assumed that, that parry, and luckily didn't get punished for it, but you can see right there, damage reflection went away again, right when her cleanse came back. So here in a second, I know I'm going to get hit, pretty sure. She's just a little bit hard to build prowess against, so I'm going to go ahead and drop special 2. Drop special 3, the fight is over. Colossus's special 3 actually hits really, really hard. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so next I'm going to roll up to my section 2. I cut the recording so that I could go dual gladiator one more time just to make sure that I knew how to parry his special 2. And I either restarted the recording and it got eaten up by my phone, or I forgot to re-record. Either one is possible. But there's a gladiator here, and then a surfer, and then I also took Zemo on high energy diet. None of those recorded. And then I stopped the recording again. And so now we're in this fight. This is hazard shift, shock and incinerate. The reason that Massacre is here is because if you hit him during the incinerate phase and you are immune to incinerate, he deals a big burst of damage to you. And you can see right there, I hit him twice just for space, and I lost 20% of my health. My boosted health is like 112,000 or something like that. So pretty insane to lose like 10,000 health on one hit. Here I'm parrying him again. He gets to a special 2 because his bat is ignited, so I just kind of YOLO drop my special 2 and the fight's over. That's a little bit of a scary fight. You basically just need somebody who at the very least, has like an Odin Shock pre-fight. So last fight here that recorded anyway is going to be this Kingpin, and this is a pretty good placement for Kingpin. I used to place him here when he like wasn't a global defender just because of his heavy attack, but if Kingpin throws a heavy here and like he starts that falter timer on you, you can just bait another heavy and it resets. So here, I thought that since my first parry landed that my second parry would, but it didn't, so I just throw a heavy into the air. Kind of a theme. My only like good fights this war were my section 2 fights in that Zemo, none of which recorded. So here we go. I am faltered now. Gonna go ahead and parry his special 1. Hit him with a special 2. Terrible crit RNG. I have big mutant boosts on and I got like a bar of power back. That's pretty terrible. Here I'm going to lose, or I'm gonna get hit a bunch. And now he's at his special 2. I'm in the corner. Luckily he wasn't an overpower there. But yeah, here we go. I'm just going to drop my special 2. I know it's going to be unblockable and it kills him. So pretty sloppy fights from me. Definitely could have done much better. So we did end up winning this war. We died, I think we died like 11 times or something like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Good job to the MVPs. My next war, I didn't forget to record any fights, and so there's a lot more going on. I think I had like 6 fights in that war. It just ended, so I'm gonna get that out as soon as possible. But good war to these guys. Good war to us. We definitely have some stuff we need to clean up. I think that with this global, a lot of what it is, or I think that some of the reasons that people don't like it is because it like requires you to completely change the way that you play. So if you're used to being a little bit more aggressive, if you're more used to like nuke fights, like if you really like using like CGR for certain matchups or like Hercules for certain matchups, that's just not going to work in this meta. Like you really need a tactic attacker, and the attack tactic pool I don't think was put together super well. Next season with like a blacklist, there's going to be a lot of ways to kind of trap people. There aren't I mean there are champions with like immunities and stuff in this pool, but just off the top of my head, you know, as far as mystics go, I think it's pretty much just Kushala. I know that Werewolf by Night shrugs poisons really quickly, but you know, Kushala is permanently banned. So, and I think that next season it's just gonna get easier and easier to stack up, you know, a bunch of like scary cosmics on hazard shift and screw people over that way. You know, it's gonna get a lot nastier next season. So this season I think is all about like planning. It's all about retraining yourself on how to play this tactic. I see a lot of people who want to go for blocked hits like almost exclusively to build their prowess. That's a really good way to end up in the corner. From what I've seen this tactic, a lot of the deaths that have come are from people not managing spacing correctly. They get backed up. They start like having to bait heavies in the corner. The AI stays super aggressive, and all of a sudden they have 7 indestructibles, and you are against your wall. So that you really want to kind of focus on building your prowess before you start attacking. And on any node where you can parry, that should be like the go-to for building up your prowess. So just my 2 cents on it. I know that a lot of people aren't enjoying it. I personally am. I like it a lot better than I liked last season, or last meta, the last 2 seasons. This one, I feel like you have to make a series of mistakes a lot of times, unless it's to like a bullseye or something. You have to make like multiple mistakes to die or time out in a fight. And last season, you didn't have to make any mistakes, and you could just get one shot by like a Silk Boss's special one. So I definitely prefer this one. I think that if people just kind of change the way they approach it a little bit, you might enjoy it more too. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.